Hi, this is just a short video to show you what is available with regard to the settings in the Robot EA. As it happens, I've turned off explicit advisors so we won't get any alerts when I do this. But you then go into properties, as you can see, drop down box properties, and you will see here we've got the initial inputs. The first section is the global settings. Here you'll have your email and password. In this particular case, it's my email, my password. You've got server time. You can move this server time. Much depends upon your broker. You need to set that to suit your broker. There's a default lot size and slippage. So if it slips more than 2 pips, for example, the alert won't trigger, or you won't be able to execute the alert. So the idea is that there's a maximum slippage. You can set that to whatever suits you best, and also you've got levels range there. The next section is a money management section. Now this overrides some of the default stops and is all automatically set to true. It is based on Sam's power of 20. Most of you who have been in the room will have heard Sam talk about the power of 20 and the idea of being able to compound your account. So the basic idea is that you're looking for 2% account growth every day, if possible. And your percentage risk is maximum of 1%. So basically this calculates your lot size based on that, so it also varies the lot size dependent upon the pair you're taking. For example, as you know, euro pound is a lot more expensive to trade than say pound dollar, because obviously the base currency is cable, which is more valuable than dollar per se, so it'll adjust it for those scenarios too. So basically it takes everything into account and adjusts your lot size when you enter the trade, so automatically you have the right lot size. The next section is the master trade switches. Now each particular trade, as you can see here, whether it's trend, 1 minute, box entry, Z entry, which is the I think it's the 7 L7 entry. You've got time, trend 5, trend 15 minutes, but you go through them all. There's loads and loads and loads of these, as you can see. So you can actually see all of these different types of trades. They all will in your initial version be set to false, except for the 5 and 15 minute trend trade, and the reason for that is we want you to come in and fiddle with the settings. We don't want you to just use the default settings. That's not the objective. The objective is that it begins to trade a little bit like you. You don't want to take trades that you wouldn't normally necessarily take or uncomfortable taking. Some people, for example, do not like orange to whites, so you can just set this to false. I mean, it is true you can reject the alert if you so wish, but you know, it is easier to dismiss in case you get tempted and you don't really like specific setups to exclude them at this particular point rather than later on. But you can set anything you want, which particular trade you like, L1, L7 crosses, etc. Okay, the next section is stops. Now each particular trade then has its own stop and take profit section, so you can adjust and take these to suit your particular trading styles. Maybe you take 7 or 8 pips, maybe you look for 20 pips on a particular trade. That's up to you. This is a scalping system. You adjust it to suit you. You know, bear in mind, you know, the general rule of thumb, you want risk reward minimum 1 to 1, preferably higher than that, 1 to 1.5. So each one can be adjusted and changed. When it says 150, it's actually in tens because we're using 0.1 lots, because obviously some people's accounts are smaller than others. So you just have to divide these by 10. So 150 actually corresponds to 15 pips. If we just go down, you can see all of these. And then the next section is then broken into each specific trade. So type. So basically what you've got is you can then adjust what you're doing. So you've got 1 minute trend trade there, 5 minute trend trade, 15 minute trend trade, bounce, setup, whatever you particularly like. I mean, let's take an orange to white just for example. Now there will be individual videos in all of these, but let's just say orange to white. Some people will take orange to whites off of 1, 2, 3 or 4 roadblocks. What that means is levels above and there's a pip distance to them, but you can set this to what you want. You can set this to 2 roadblocks and 10 pips from the 1 minute box to the roadblock if you so wished, and of course you've always got the option to reject an entry anyway when your alert comes up. So there will be a video on each particular type of trade going into detail on how you can adjust them and manipulate these settings to suit your own trading style and pattern, and they'll be coming any moment, but hopefully this has been a brief overview of what you can actually do with the new EA Robot. Thank you very much.